Hey, Kathy. Good afternoon, love. Good afternoon, love. Let me get comfortable here. Oh, God. I feel like I only had like an hour to myself today, y'all. Let me take this. I think I can unplug this charger. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for the ride. Yeah, I know I'm on my bed, so it's like I gotta move around for a minute. Okay. Hello, Brooklyn Squad, my kings and queens. I forgot what time I said I was going live. I think it was like 3:05 or 4:05 or something. I don't know. I was gonna go live at 5, and then I went to go check out Miss V, and I think she's going live at 6, and I want to really see that live. So I said, let me change the time a little bit. Hey, Sister D. I'm sorry, babe. I haven't had a chance to talk to you today. Been busy from the time I woke up this morning until an hour ago or half an hour ago. And that's just doing things in the house. Like literally, I was working on my channel, um, putting a few videos up. I did a few surveys to get my little body wash and stuff like that, and Dave's body wash. So hey, Brooklyn Squad, it's your girl Jay, and I'm back at it again with another video, y'all. So, if you're new, subscribe to the channel, and if you've been here for a while, like the rest of these beautiful ladies, thank you so much, and I appreciate y'all. I really, truly do. Y'all know that, though. I do appreciate y'all. Also, hit them thumbs up, okay? Make them go up, 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 and hit that notification bell so that you know when your girl's going to drop another video. Also, share this live, please. This live, all my lives are important, but this one especially important. So please share it. I have a Cash App and a PayPal there if you would like to donate. I truly appreciate it. Please give what you can, but do not give your last. All right. And y'all know I truly appreciate that so much. Everyone who has donated to my channel. I do appreciate y'all. First, Katie, what's up, sis? First off, I just want to say, D, I love you. I'm sorry I couldn't call you today. How is the baby? How is the baby? That's my BBF if y'all don't know. Okay? Ooh, that something's in my eye. Kate, how are you, Kate? How you feeling, mama? I tried to call you what was it, yesterday or the other day? It was Friday when we did movie night. I called you, but you didn't pick up. So I said you probably was out of town or busy or something. I don't know. Oh, my eyelashes are so long, y'all. It bothers me. You still fighting morning sickness? D says, no problem, sis. I know you grinding. Oh, I love you so much, D. Um, After my live, D, we'll talk, all right? Because I won't have nothing ready to do but cut coupons out. What? Listen, Dave, go to sleep. Okay. Dave starts his new job tomorrow, guys. So keep him in prayer, please. And D, we'll talk after this. He's saying I'm loud. He's trying to get some sleep for work. I am pretty loud. All right, I'll try to rise it down. Nothing's helping. I'm telling you, if you put salt on your hand and go like that, Katie, it works. It does. It takes away the nauseousness. All right. I want to start with something. Well, first of all, today is going to be a little different. We usually do missing cases, unsolved cases. If you read the thumbnail and if you read the description, you might be a little shocked. You might be a little shocked, okay? Um, I talked to a mother today who is a very, very sweet, understanding woman, and she's going through a lot of pain. When I heard her story about her daughter, I broke down crying. I had cried because I didn't know the extent of it. I didn't know the extent of it. So when she told me, I had to tell her to stop for a minute and I had to just gather myself together for 2 seconds. And I had tears rolling down my eyes because I didn't know the extent. I didn't know what happened, how it happened, what I just didn't know. Well, we're going to get into that. But what she made me realize just by her telling her story, there's other young girls out here that have the same blood as me, and I don't tell that story. So we're going to be coming real honest today, like we always do. This day right here on this channel is very passionate to me right now. I usually don't go around and say, hey, come to my live. I put my video out and that's a wrap. I think I went to 2 of you and said, just please join me today. And D, thank you for me. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. So let's get into it. These are the 4 people. These are the 3 people we're going to be talking about today. Hey, Cece. I'm glad you're here, Cece. I was saying, Cece, today's going to be a little different. We usually talk about missing cases and stuff, but like I said, I want to use my platform to spread awareness. And I spoke to a mother today about her daughter, and it broke my heart. Suicide Awareness is this platform for right now. Okay, suicide awareness. Bullying is not healthy and it shouldn't be allowed. Depression is serious. Anxiety is serious. Panic attacks is serious. Schizophrenia is serious. Look at these people, look at these ladies, these young girls. "11, 19, and 43. Okay? Let's get into it. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday. Hmm. Wow, cha cha cha. Good afternoon. It's been a minute. You're going to live a beautiful long life because I was just talking to you the other day, actually movie night with one of my subscribers, Kathy B. Well. Okay. Mm. I don't want the breaking news. I'm not going to install. I'm just going to use Chrome then shit. That's it? Are you curious? Are you serious? Can't be it. I really don't even have to look at the news report. I could just tell you what the mother told me, but I like to read it and then tell you exactly what the deal is. Beautiful young girl. Beautiful young little girl. You know, sometimes in life kids feel different. You know what I'm saying? They feel different, they act different, they grow tremendously differently. Why is this phone acting dumb? Come on now, stop it. Stop. Behave. Get the letter together. The family of Embriella, age 11 years old, sadly announced her passing on November 22nd of 2021. She is survived by her mother Shauna Rose, her brother Connor, sister Dean, grandparents Stephen, Melina Hyber, Aunt April, and Uncle Jeffrey Clark, Uncle Michael and Aunt Heather, Aunt Helen Flick, Uncle David, and Aunt Vanessa, Father Manuel, and my 11 cousins. Embry was deeply loved by her family and many friends in her high school, junior high school. There's nothing on this little girl. So let me just tell you how it is like this. Okay. I don't have to read this to tell you I already spoke to her mother. She was 11 years old. Um, very big young girl. Okay. Shoe size big, healthy little girl. At her age, at 11 years old, she grew maturity and physically at a young age where she started having her boobs, grow. Her body size wasn't as of a 11 years old or a 10 years old. When they're young, they grow maturely, heavily, a lot. Okay. She was trying to find out who she was at 11 years old. She started liking girls. She says she had a girlfriend. She never met the girl, but online dating is what we call it. She wanted to go visit her. She wanted to move in with her. We're talking about 11 years old little girl, okay, who was online dating but never met the person a day in her life, okay. She loves basketball. Okay. She loves sports. And she was very close to her grandmother and her mother. But when she was 10 years old, she told a friend of hers in school that she wanted to kill herself. So the friend didn't know what to do, you know, but she told somebody else. And that's how her family found out that her daughter was depressed. She started going to all these different therapists, and we she started going to all these different therapists and counselors, psychiatrists. Some of it went too good because a lot of them want to give you the medicine and knock you out and call it a day. But her mother wanted to find her the right care. And she just didn't want to send her just anywhere. We're talking about 11 years old little girl. You know what I mean? So she thought she found her the right care. It was on a waiting list. When she got into one of the facilities, the psychiatric hospital, she thought that would be good for her daughter. But her daughter said that wasn't for her. When she came home, she said, Mom, that wasn't for me at all. I didn't like it. They didn't do anything but just give her pills and knock her out. So she said, okay. So she kept looking and looking and looking and looking and looking and looking around, for a good psychiatric place and counseling and stuff. So she found a few, but she wasn't opening up. She was opening up to them, but she wouldn't talk to her mother. She wouldn't talk to her mother. So one day, the school called, said, come get your daughter. And her mother just getting a little frustrated because, she's working. She's a single parent. And she feels that the daughter was just acting out a little bit. You know what I mean? And she didn't understand. She didn't never have to deal with this before. You know what I mean? So one day, the daughter got depressed. And she called the hotline like she should have done. But when she called the hotline, the police came, then you got CPS involved. So now the mother and the grandmother's upset a little bit because they're like, what is going on? You won't talk to us, but you're calling hotlines and stuff that like they didn't understand. They never had to deal with this before. You know what I mean? So CPS got involved now. Okay. So she's still getting her daughter help and getting her the help that she needs, thinking that, okay, she'll grow out of it. D says, we as parents have to talk to our kids and ask them how their days is going to make sure they're not busy. To make sure we're not busy. Got you. Right, exactly. So where they live at in Texas, I presume that it's kind of like in the boondocks, kind of. You know what I mean? You got animals out there, and you're allowed to have guns out there and stuff, and you keep your guns in a safe place. You keep it locked in a safe place, and you know, you hope that nobody break into your damn house, okay? Because if they do, you got a problem. Well, that was at 10 years old that she told her friend she wanted to commit suicide. Oh, boy. She called her mother one day. She said, Mom, go to the store and get me some snacks. Her mother said, okay. And the little girl was home. She said, okay, I get her some snacks. She went to the store, got her some snacks. She came back home and she said, come out here and help me. Says you wanted the snacks. But she didn't hear her daughter. She didn't see her daughter. She didn't hear her daughter and she didn't see her daughter. So she's like, where the hell is this girl at? You know what I mean? So she goes in, she don't see her, and she goes in her room. Her daughter's on the floor gasping for air. So she's thinking she's joking. She said, what are you doing on the floor? You know? So before I get to what happened, let's just say that, let me just explain how her mother tried her best to get her daughter help. Her daughter was diagnosed with depression and anxiety. Okay, they had her daughter on all different type of medicines. One of them was Seroquel. Now I used to take Seroquel. That shit would blow you up. It made me weigh 350. Okay, that's why I had that surgery to lose the weight years ago. So she took her. The doctor took her off of the Seroquel. They was putting her on other different medications. She was talking to the therapist, but she wasn't talking to her parents. She wasn't really talking to the grandmother, and she's really close with both of them. So she wasn't opening up at home. She got on the phone and told her girlfriend, this is because of you. That was the last words that she told her girlfriend. Now, this little girl was 11 years old. When she went to her daughter, she saw that she was gasping for air. She didn't see nothing around her. But when she picked her head up, all the blood came gushing out. Her daughter shot herself in the head. She took a gun and she committed suicide. She was 14. This beautiful little girl decided she didn't want to live anymore. The last words her girlfriend heard was, I'm doing this because of you. And she showed the girl the gun on the internet, and she shot herself. Look at that smile. Her mother didn't know that her daughter knew where the guns were. She had it in a shed, so it must have been a shotgun. I'm thinking because a shed, I don't know. But she had it in the shed, so she didn't even know that her daughter knew where the guns were. Like she had her guns locked up. But unfortunately, her daughter didn't know where the guns were. And at age 10, she already decided she didn't even want to be on earth anymore because she went to school and told a friend of hers. Her mother told me on the phone today she wished she would have did more for her daughter. I had reached out to her mother a few weeks ago and I had wanted to do this story, but it was so much other stories I was getting, trying to put out. And I had reached out to her again this morning and said, I would like to tell your daughter's story. Do you have time to talk? She gave me her phone number and we talked on the phone. My heart goes out to this woman. My heart goes out to her. She was only 11 years old. Loved to play sports, loved basketball. But fighting the demons of mental illness, fighting a battle and not opening up to your parents or no one at home. Feeling alone, feeling depressed, having that anxiety, feeling lost, feeling insecure, don't feel pretty enough, not good enough. God knows what else this little girl was thinking. She had a whole life ahead of her, but she decided at 10 she didn't want it no more. November 18th, she shot herself. She became, and she lied in that a coma. And I'm trying to see the date. Let me see today, November. So November 18th, she shot herself. November 22nd, she was pronounced dead. And November 25th, on Thanksgiving, is when they did her organ transfer. Her mother wanted her to be an organ donor to save other lives. So on Thanksgiving, while everyone else is getting ready to cut the turkey and sit around the table with that good old big macaroni and yams, she's saying her last goodbyes to her baby girl for organ donors. For organ transfer. There was no Thanksgiving since then. So sorry for the family. So sorry. She was a single mother. My heart goes out to her. It's so important to listen to our kids. Imagine how her girlfriend felt, even though she was young, when she told her, "I'm doing this because of you." So they got into an argument. They were fighting, but she never met the girl a day in her life. She just met her on the internet. She didn't really know the girl. She never met her. It was internet love. But imagine how that other little girl felt. thinking now that she's dead because of me. You know, she's a young kid, so she doesn't know it's really not her fault. And I hope that other young girls' parents, I wish them prayer too, and hoping that they let her do it, let their child know, like, baby, this ain't your fault. We have another young girl that I'm going to talk about, and this one hits home. Her name is Yasmin. She's 19. Some of you might know her. Isn't she beautiful? Child, with the attitude. Ain't she cute? Her name is Yasmin. She's 19. She suffers with depression and anxiety. She was born a drug baby. Both of her parents were drug addicts. Okay, D. Both of her parents were drug addicts. Her mother was a drug addict. Her daddy was an alcoholic, drug addict. Alcohol is a drug, but he was doing cocaine too. She has mental issues, but she also has beyond depression. She has beyond depression. Her side of the family are slow, and I don't like to say the word retardation. I think that is a name, that is a word, right? Retardation, I think. I hate that word though. I hate it. But it is a word, I think. I'm not sure. But her father's side of the family has that. So Yasmin is 19, but she's really 7 years old, 8 years old. And she deals with depression. She was adopted as a baby. Hey, has one. She was adopted as a baby, and a mother, single mother, took her in. When she was a little girl, she didn't act out. She was a happy little girl. But as she got a little older, her boobs started to grow more. Her feet started to grow more. She's a size 12, 13 in sneakers. She's very, very tall now. But she has a lot of situations, mental situations. She tried to commit suicide by cutting herself. She threatens to commit homicide. She's my daughter. Her name is Yasmin Jackson. Well, she's adopted, so Yasmin Henry. But that is my daughter. And she suffers from mental disorders. She is 19, but she is really 7. She was born addicted to drugs. She feels she's not pretty enough. She feels that she's not good enough. She says she's too overweight. So she likes to date men on the internet that's way over her age, that's far away. So they won't meet her in person because they're only on the internet and they're far away. She suffers with low self-esteem. She thinks that these men on the internet love her, so she shows them her body. She's been on medication since she was young. She acts out in ways that is unbearable. She's been in a psychiatric hospital. She loves basketball, singing, food, but she doesn't love herself. She doesn't see how beautiful she is. She used to be picked on, so she picks on others. She threatens to run away to be with these men wherever they are at in Florida, Canada, Africa. She threatened to kill her foster family. But she hasn't threatened to kill me. My daughter Yasmin Jackson suffers inside tremendously with these thoughts, these demons. Her weight is unbearable. I'm afraid one day I'll get a phone call saying my daughter is dead. She committed suicide. My daughter is not talking to me right now because of some little thing that we had. She has therapists, she has counselors. I've even talked to the foster mother and told her, gave her suggestions on therapists and medications and things, different things. So she does take my suggestion where she was. I'm doing this video because suicide awareness is very important. Kids are hurting. They're killing themselves. Some of them are committing homicide. I don't want this young lady, this young girl, I don't want her, my daughter, to wind up like that other young girl who's dead. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that to happen. I don't want her, my daughter, to wind up like this. You know? There's a 43 years old woman who suffers from depression, anxiety, PTSD, and panic attacks. Both her parents were drug addicts, okay? She is a rape victim and a survivor. And she has tried to commit suicide before on a few occasions. She has been in the psychiatric hospital before. And she suffers in silence sometimes, but she talks about it sometimes. But she didn't realize that it's important to recognize it a lot too. And this is her. She's beautiful. She's 43. Her name is Jasmine Jackson. It's me. I suffer from anxiety, panic attack, depression. Thank you, Cha Cha. Thank you, Kathy B. My daughter, she's 19. Um, I'll talk to you, D, after this, babe. But yeah, I suffer with depression, anxiety, PTSD. You guys know my story. But the reason I'm coming out and saying all this is because I didn't recognize how important it is until I talked to the young lady's mother who shot herself in the head at 11 years old. When she started telling me little details and her story, I was like, oh my God, it sounds like my baby girl. And it sounds like me a little bit. Not so much, but just a little bit. And I said, I'm doing all these stories about everybody else's kids, but I have children also. They need to be put out as well so people could see you're not alone. I too have a baby girl and a son. And we too suffer from these things. And the demon does try to react in our brain. I have taken pills before. I have wound up in a psychiatric hospital. I am a recovering alcoholic and a recovering, I don't have to say addict and alcoholic because it's both a drug. I'm a recovering addict. But do I love myself today? Yes. Do I want to harm myself today? No. Do I take psychiatric pills? Hell yeah. Why? Because I'm supposed to. Bullying is not okay. I was called fat, ugly. You're going to be a drug addict like your mama. You're stupid. You look like a monkey. Your kids are going to be a monkey too. My foster mother told me all this with her foster kids when I was in the Puerto Rican home. So, yeah, they bullied me big time. And I said I would never ever treat anyone never like that. I do this channel to help people and to bring awareness, rather it's from suicide, homicide, runaways, and to know that you're not alone because If someone, if I can't identify, there is someone out there who can. And if you need a place to vent and spread anybody's name of awareness, Brooklyn Squad, Real Life Drama is where it's at. Now let me open it up for the chat. Maybe you can find someone who can channel her love for basketball and her other favorite R's. Okay. Just sometimes ago you told her I was one. Yes. Yes, she's bipolar. Yes. She's beautiful and thank you, Kathy B. She is beautiful. What's her age? She's 19. What state does she reside in? Hey, as one. Going through the incident alone can trigger so much with your mental health. Yeah, it can. Keep trying to reach out and let her know you love her. Thank you, D. What kind of help the adopted parents are giving her? She has a lot of therapists and she has counseling and stuff, but I think she needs me because when she's here with me, she's doing a little bit better. She don't act out in my house. She acts out with them. It's been almost a year I have not seen my child. And the pettiest thing, you got let me say, it is so petty that that she's not talking to me. But I put this in the foster mother's hands too because this happens every time me and my child get close. She finds something to say or do to tear us apart. This has been going on for a very long time. I'm going to do another video on that. But today, this is about suicide awareness. But yes, she is actually getting she has psychiatrists, she has a therapist and stuff like that. She has other kids at the house, but she don't really have any friends. She loves basketball and boys, but she don't love herself. She don't feel like she's pretty. She feels like she's ugly. She feels depressed a lot of times. She wants to hurt the foster mother, the baby, when she was pregnant, but it's just a lot, y'all. It's a lot. Let me turn my fan off. You think maybe you and her adopted parent can get together and let her see that two people love her? Sometimes kind things we don't love them. Right. Yeah, and that's how she felt. Like I don't love her. I always show this little girl so much love. I taught her how to cook. I taught her how to clean herself properly. I taught her how to do so many things. You know, when and I do want to talk to the foster mother, and I think it is time for us to sit down and talk. Dave has reached out to them. The last thing he heard was my daughter was in a psychiatric hospital. That's the last thing he heard. Me and the foster mother used to be so like we were close. I call her my other mom. I don't know, like she feels like I said a few things in my text that she didn't like, but I'm just being honest. Like, my daughter's weight is a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I'm afraid that my daughter will have a heart attack because of her weight. Because she's already, they said she could become a diabetic, a pre-diabetes. She's too big. And I would tell her, like, don't keep getting Yasmin Burger King, McDonald's, like all this food, eating 5, 6 times a day, more, not five, more, way more, like big portions. It's just not healthy. She's too big. And I was afraid, scared that my child will have a heart attack or be a diabetic because the doctor says she's on her way. She's probably diabetic by now. It's scary. She's been with this adopted parent since she was a baby, since she was one month old. I mean, not 1 month old, 1 day old. You know, most females are their own worst critics with how they look, yes, and their self esteem. We tend to be hard on ourselves and accepting ourselves for who we are. Yeah, yeah, Katie, yeah. Sometimes foster parents only do for what the money, not because they truly love kids. Yeah, but Dee, that's not what it is with this foster mother. She loves, listen, she's had my daughter since I popped my daughter out my cootie cat. Okay. Like on the real. She had my daughter since my daughter was three days old. Mhm. Hey Cece. Yeah, she was in the mental hospital. And this is things that happen. She acts out a lot. I would like to have some time where I can sit with her and her therapist or her counselor like we used to do years ago in the beginning. There are signs of depressions, right? There's help out there. What that young lady's daughter did by calling that 1-800 number, I thought that was a brilliant idea. Depression is a common mood disorder that impacts more than 2,064 million people across the globe. The complex condition has mentally and physically symptoms that interferes with the individual ability to function day to day. Help those individuals and their loved ones understand and seek help. Persistent sadness, overwhelming, and persistent sadness is common in people with depression. They may experience a sense of hopelessness that makes it difficult to see the good in their lives. Minor inconvenience can seem like an enormous obstacle to people who have depression. This feeling makes it difficult to carry out meaningful activities due to the overwhelming sense of despair. Wow, that reminds me of my daughter. Four causes of depression: personality, family history, giving birth, loneliness, alcohol and drugs, illness, and much more. Substance abuse, early childhood experience, major life events, There's so many things. Did you explain to your daughter why you had to? I didn't give her up. She was taken. She was adopted. So I never gave her up. I never signed papers. But my daughter knows that I had a drug addiction problem and stuff like that. Yeah, she knows that. She knows that I'm in recovery and stuff. My daughter is dealing more, it's just not depression and that type of mental disorder. Like I said, my daughter's 19, but she's 7 years old mentally because of her father's side of the family. So that plays a lot in it. You know what I'm saying? That's, but cause of clinical depression. There's no signal causes of depression. It can occur for variety of reasons and as many different triggers. Many different triggers. Family history, personality, stressful events, loneliness, alcohol and drugs, illness. There is so many, but there is help out there. There is 1-800 numbers. There are places where you can go for therapy, counseling. There are groups, even on the internet, that have like other people that been through the same thing or even worse. But you know what? I can't say worse because I can't minimize people's pain. There's other people that's been through the same thing and they have groups. And if you don't want to go out your house, you can go on the internet and just do like a Zoom or something. And even if you don't want to do a Zoom, you can still go on the internet. And like me, I have a counseling tomorrow, one-on-one therapist. You know what I mean? So I seek help for myself as well. Do you? So, I just wanted to do this video to show awareness, but because this channel, we do a lot of missing people and things like that and murder cases. But there's other things as well that plays a factor in that. And a lot of that is the mind. The mind. The mind plays tricks on you, like it used to say. Everybody that does something, that reacts to something, because it's a first thought. People who are killing people, that's their first thought probably. People that are committing suicide. Exactly, Katie. Awareness is just that important. Right. So I just wanted this channel and to put out that family, you're not alone. I have been through it. My daughter is going through it. And I'm pretty sure my other two kids are probably going through this too. Hi, Pride Bentley. Hey, babe. Hey, sis. Mwah. I'm not gonna stay on here long, guys. You gotta rewind to Pride Bentley. I've been on here for, well, not that long, right? What, 4 o'clock? Um, yeah. I'm gonna put some videos up for you guys, so you guys can at least look at a few videos. But yeah, guys, Suicide awareness is serious. People are out there harming themselves or they're harming other people. You know what I mean? Taking their own lives is not cool. Like it was so hard for me to be on the phone with the mother, and when she said her daughter shot herself in her head, I had to freeze like, whoa, wait a minute. Because I didn't know that. I didn't know why her daughter committed suicide. I thought she took pills or she probably hung herself or something. I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? And I know I seen like a video of her head image, but I didn't think that the young girl at 11 years old would take a gun and shoot herself in the head. Like, I don't know. You know, she sent me a video a while ago. I don't know if it's not playing. I don't know. It's not playing. That's weird. But you know, you saw the pictures of her beautiful baby, and it's just sad. So everyone, please keep us in your prayers. Keep your family tight. If you're not close to your family like I am, have your friends be your family. D is my family. Her husband, they're my family. And I love me some D. It's so funny because Dave thought you was on the phone with me yesterday, but it was on Cece. And Dave said, "Is that D up in the house?" I said, "No, it's not D, babe. It's another young lady." So even Dave is growing to love Dee and her husband and family. So it's important to always have somebody that you can talk to, that you can reach out to, you know. One minute you might see a person, the next minute you don't. So Brooklyn Squad, I love you. This wasn't going to be that long of a video. I mean, it wasn't going to be for hours and hours. I think this is a good short time. Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't talked to her, D. It's been almost a year now. She doesn't want to talk to no one. My daughter's very stubborn. Okay. But I am going to reach out to the adopted mother. I'm going to pray on it first, and then I'm going to take my action. Everyone have a blessed rest of your Sunday. I'm going to cut me some coupons. Okay. I ain't never cut coupons before, but I'm going to start. Okay. And I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Oh, wait. Tuesday we have an interview coming up with one of my subscribers, who's been subscribed to this channel for a little while now. And keep your notification on, okay? We have Miss Davis coming up this Tuesday, and she's gonna tell us about the murder of her brother. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what I have in store for tomorrow. I don't know. But... Okay, guys. Yesterday was a good day for me and Dave. We watched a movie. I forgot the name of the movie, but it was about a young guy, but a young boy getting killed by a cop. The movie was good. And the cop was wrong. I know y'all seen that movie. I heard one of y'all mention it before. She was in a car with the guy. He went to reach for something. It was his hairbrush, and the cop shot him. And he was in the gang. He was selling drugs. Yo, the movie was good. The movie was kind of long. But me and Dave did movie night last night, so and that's a blessing. I think I want to start doing that with my baby every Saturday. And then he starts his new job tomorrow, so keep him in your prayers. I love y'all, Brooklyn Squad, and I'm out. Peace. Bye. I mean, not bye. Don't ever say bye to somebody. I don't sound like that word bye. See you later. Peace.